rebel tribes, right? That we was classified in their law as enemy belligerent tribes because we wouldn't do the treaties with them. Now that it's time for all debts to be settled in order for us to go into a new golden age, they got to settle all of the debts of the tribes, and they got to get the imposters off the land before we do. When we get turned loose, they turning loose a whole bunch of Bloods, Crips, Vice Lords, GDs, Peace Stones, BDs, all these what they call gangs, them the tribes.
Right.
And when they find out what was going on and who the dirty players was in their local areas, they cleaning that shit up. They won't be able to keep it a secret. We know everything they did. It's all on record. Now you seeing the dismantling of the deep state's final. This is the tail of the snake being chopped off because the head and the body are already gone. The tail just wiggling around now. So they trying to create this chaotic situation and hope that we lose our composure. Bitch, we poker face.
Right. Right. Hey man, this ain't nothing, man. They got to do way more than this to get us to get off. Niggas is too. We ain't into this.
Look, go look at who killed Martin Luther King mama. He was a black Jew. He was a black Jew.
Go ahead.
Find out why Sammy Davis Jr. pretended to be a Jew, because some niggas, he'll tell you why he didn't bother, why he stayed away from us, because he said it was niggas doing all the killing of the niggas.
Damn.
All this, I didn't put these receipts out a long time ago.
Yeah, you did.
No, not just Sammy Davis Jr. though. It's a whole list of the elders telling us all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Everybody look like you ain't like you. And everybody look like you don't like you. Some of them motherfuckers can't stand you. But we ain't know why. Now we know. The gig is up. We done pulled the motherfucking curtain off the dragon. Turned out he was a mouse.
Turned out he was a mouse the whole time, man. Ain't that
King of the motherfucking rats. Mickey motherfucking Mouse.
Ain't that about a big? The whole time, man. We got hustled.
Yeah.
Back door.
But that's how you know, because he was pissing on cotton, so we didn't know he was there.
Hey, my next question I got for you, Rod. Now, we know that this supposedly the president election is, inauguration is coming up January 20th or something like that. You think that they gonna try to keep this up, man? They gonna keep going with this? I mean, the fires. I mean, what's next? The blackout? They're gonna try a blackout, nuclear 9/11 style event.
There is nothing off the table in the form of chaotic events that they trying to do. But in the meantime, they trying to get rid. Hey, this is a message to the West. Y'all look out for Kendrick, because they coming for him.
I felt it, Rod.
And y'all look out for Ali Carter, because that's who they was trying, that the sleeper refused to shoot when they went up in New Orleans. I don't know if he supposed to shoot her. He was supposed to got rid of her. He refused.
Well, it's funny you say something about that Kendrick Lamar thing, because Kendrick Lamar been saying a lot of slick looks. Like, if you don't know the language, you ain't gonna understand what he's saying. But if you listen to his lyrics, he's saying a lot of codes in that lyrics about the dirty players, about the niggas you talking about. And that's the news, all the new shit that he putting out about like that squabble up, and he got nothing called Turn the TV Off. If you listen to them songs, he's saying little slick little pings and pongs about the black hand in them songs. I listen to it, man. I'm telling you. So yeah, that makes sense now that you saying. Then how he bringing the Crips and the same thing Nipsey was doing. He kind of starting to fall in that same category of being somebody that's changing the diagramics that they want, going against what they got, they playing. You know what I'm saying? About how they wanted to keep us fighting against each other. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting. 200 years they've been there at this spot, right? Selling groceries. It was like a livelihood, like a flea market for people in Ghana.
Yeah, it's
And then
called a
all of a sudden,
bazaar.
huh?
It's called a bazaar.
Yeah, the bazaar, right? Yeah, that's what it's called, bazaar. And it caught a fire, right? And then when the fire got started, the first fire truck that came had petroleum in it, had gas in it. He started spraying it, and it sprayed burned the whole damn village down, whole damn
Yeah.
bazaar down.
So that's not an accident.
That's what I said. Go ahead.
That's
Go
not an
ahead.
accident. You
Yeah.
you know the difference in the water truck and the fuel truck.
Yeah.
The couplings is entirely different on the hoses,
Right.
right?
Right.
That's so you can't accidentally mistake one for the other,
Right.
right?
Right.
Then you guys gonna roll up in there spraying gas,
Yeah.
fuel, whatever
Yeah.
kind of fuel it was, kerosene, any of
Diesel.
that.
It was diesel. He was diesel.
So you got to go back to Vietnam and you know that they use diesel to clear villages out because it burns slow and long,
Yep. That's right. Damn.
right? And it's not a real hot heat so that the soldiers can still sweep the area while the structures is burning.
That makes sense now. And they said that they said they want it was right during election time over there. The new guy wanted to build a shopping mall right there. I mean, like a smart mall. These new smart
Mhm.
centers.
Yeah,
They still had the old
that's
style.
not unprecedented though.
Yeah.
Especially over there in Africa, you got to look at what they did for rubber in the Belgium Congo under King Leopold and Cecil Rhodes.
Go ahead.
They literally wiped out villages and turned the villages into the workers. That's called slavery.
Hell
Over
yeah.
here, over there, it was called establishing the organized workforce to clear the land so that we can steal the wealth.
Damn, buddy,
I mean,
boy.
it's not looked at as slavery, but the stuff that he did.
They
If you
go.
don't comply, chop off your arm.
Right?
You run away, chop half of your foot off like Kuta Kinte.
Oh yeah, that's slavery.
All right. So those was the tactics ployed to intimidate the tribes not to fight back. They just didn't never realize that the tribe that was invading them wasn't them.
Yeah.
King Leopold was working for the king of Belgium. He was a nigga.
Go ahead.
He was a light skinned nigga with the women say with the pretty eyes. He wasn't no
Wow.
cracker. Cecil
Wow.
Rhodes was the cracker that was his puppet for
The
the
front
settling
man.
of the Congo. So what they call warlords, they rise up to try to retake everything back, and then they villainize them. When you under war protocol, you need to finance the war by any means necessary.
Go ahead. Makes sense.
You got to remember that you need two things above all to make the people successful: beans and bullets.
Go ahead. Beans and bullets.
Beans and bullets. That
Yeah.
means feed the people and protect the people. You assign the masculine to protect the women and the children, or you gonna have to call for a Mau and we just gonna get rid of everybody that we think ain't us. Right? It was going on because when you trying to figure out how to get an oppressor off you, sometimes you don't know how to employ the strategy. A lot of people can't lead from fifth position. You lead from fifth position by understanding the character and nature of the top 5 people. That means self and 4 others. If you know how everybody strategize and move, then you can play fifth position and still control the lead man by giving him valuable, pertinent information that allows him to move more efficiently. You don't never have to change your position to do that. So you keeping the powerful in the right place, but at the same time, you navigating around the enemy because you can see them better from fifth place. Right? So when you get to the average Joe thinking he want to be a leader, he think the leader need to be seen and heard. The leader don't need to be seen and heard. He need to be loved and felt. Right? He need to be loved and felt. He don't need to be seen and heard. He ain't trying to impress nobody because he's not a glamour show. The leader's just effective. And everybody who has the skill set is required to lead according to their skill level and their skill subject matter. What are you skilled in? Is it anybody more skilled than you that can perform the function? Point them out. Right? Now you know who all of the skilled tradesmen are and that we need to use to fight the war. You know who to put where for everybody to have maximum impact in the face of the enemy. Military strategy. The strategies and tactics of war will explain to you more about our condition, our remedy, and how we got in the condition in the first damn place. It's a big old chess game played out in the human arena where they control what they call emotionally polarizing events in order to move the herd of sheep in the direction they want them to go. We the sheep.
Hey, Roy, I noticed I saw Joe Biden giving out awards to different people, and it looked like everybody's on that Epstein list that he gave a damn one of those citizen awards to. But one of the ones that was interesting was Hillary Clinton. And I thought Hillary Clinton was gone, man. Y'all said she pop up, she getting an award, and she talking tough. She talking
Look, they
tough
got
like,
more. She got the most
yeah.
lookalikes in DC.
That's what I said. Hey, the lady didn't look like that. I said, man, that ain't Hillary. I swear to God, I said that. I said, that ain't Hillary, man. That lady she don't look like Hillary. They don't look like no Hillary. But then I saw another, it looked like older videos they were playing. When I said, oh yeah, that's Hillary. They look like Hillary. But that one they gave that award, they don't look like Hillary, bro. I promise you.
She got the most body doubles in politics.
I'm telling you. That makes sense though. And then look, but she's up there promoting, trying to get this. I'll think of it in a minute. 42 US 233, I think it is. It's where she talking about they want to shadow ban TikTok and all the other websites.
Listen. All that stuff is a stage show. Mm-hmm. It's a marionette performance. She's just flopping around on the stage. Don't none of that shit she talking about mean nothing. She's just on stage right now. Her presence is needed. They had some of the lookalikes at Jimmy Carter funeral. Well, we can't tell the difference. Most of us can't tell the difference. We don't know how to read what they call idiosyncrasies. Little subtle movements that a person is regularly do, but all of a sudden they doing a different subtlety. Right? The makeup artist is the truth. The CIA lady already came out and told us that they use these skin masks. Trump already told us they use central casting. That's not a secret. Right? They already told you with the Brunson case that almost all these people that they have, 300 and something of these senators and congressmen, don't have an oath of office. Senators, Congress, elected officials, and judges. If they don't have an oath of office and they playing the part, they just acting, central casting. Right? So they put the bill in front of Congress, so when you find out all of the people that they pretending to be ain't here no more, right? Then it'll be like, oh, whoa. They put the bill on the Senate floor that if a sudden absence of 100 or more senators and congressmen, the continuity of operations bill. The average one of us don't be looking at that stuff. That's some boring stuff to look at. I'm just nosy. I want to know what they up to.
And there's somewhere where if all the House get took out, they got like another 7 guys designated to become like the head of the government and shit.
Yeah, it's a hierarchy, but in a state of emergency like that, you need to have a control measure so that you can service the people still, right? But they really doing it as an excuse. Because when the Brunson case come out and they say, well, all these people don't have an oath of office, and then the military, what they call it, the military operation that was being ran under the pretense of political satire, a scripted performance. The scripted performance had an article where they were saying back then that Joe Biden had Alzheimer's and dementia. And also posted where his grave was and that the date on his grave said he'd been dead since 2017. We did that on your show, Elder.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. It's a lot of stuff that, like, I believe the Queen was dead before they told us. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of stuff they hold for the public. Like they want to keep us slow and behind, and we
Well, a
used
lot
to.
of it is to control the narrative.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that if Queen Elizabeth died and there's another royalty somewhere else that's contesting the throne.
There is a Nubian lady right in Africa. She in Africa.
Look, if you have a legitimate heir contesting your seat on the throne as being superior to theirs, then they go into what they call royal lockdown. Right? That means that now you have a contest between two royal families. You have to bring your facts if you're truthful. And you show them in order to overthrow the other without going to war.
Now that makes sense, bro, because the lady that they said that had the throne, she tied to King George III. Now we know King George III was a Nubian dude, we found out. And then the usurp came with Queen Victoria, then down the line, King George, the rest of them down to Queen Elizabeth. So they really not the real royal family. The royal family is up in one of the royal families of that house was in Africa. Like the Africa over there.
They was either in Northwest Africa, Alba Grib, after the expulsion of the Moors from Europe.
Yeah.
Or they was in the Swiss tunnels, cave, cavern, underground cities.
Go ahead.
Right?
Go ahead.
Since I've been telling them that they cleared these people out, they've been posting the tours of these very same living quarters that most of them used to live in. They used to live underground in tunnel network communities.
That's fine.
They had everything they needed down there.
Oh yeah. So that's another thing I was gonna ask. So if Donald Trump get in, I mean, well, he already was the president, but like, you know what I'm saying, when this inauguration go through, do you think, and I think I already asked you this, so what do you think the next, if they because they kicking and scratching, man, and they going, we didn't
They ain't
solve the
picking,
fires.
right. They running down the street shooting in the air, hoping you don't catch up to them. They just trying to make a whole bunch of noise on the way out. They done.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said.
Right. I remember everything that's going on right now, I pretty much said was going to
Yep.
happen, but it wasn't a prophecy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
He
was,
showed you.
it was from reading the codes that they flip to each other and telling y'all what they saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like the White House code green.
Right.
Then the next day, Hollywood catch on fire.
Yeah.
We told you that that whole institution got to burn down.
The Hollywood institution.
Yeah. Right.
Magic wand.
So now the next thing is the banks, the mass arrested judges, and all of these people that think that they police, they gonna have some juice on the land. They about to get arrested too. You see, that's why all them police stations is quitting. The whole forces is quitting.
That's what I heard, man. They said it's a dude that sent me a email saying that they whole thing shut down. Ain't number sheriffs in their town. All the police quit. They got put out of business. Yeah, in their city. Yeah, and look down where I'm at. Ain't no more police. It's only sheriffs. It's only sheriffs down here now. Ain't no police. No police. It's only sheriffs and I think that's it. Just the sheriffs. It ain't no police.
It might be marshals, but they would be special investigations similar to what FBI do.
Yeah, I ain't really seen no U.S. Marshals. I just really seen this number sheriff.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing sheriff.
You probably won't. If the sheriff called the marshal's office, they got a murder or they got a high-end armed robbery.
Okay. I ain't seen no state troopers neither. I ain't been seeing no state troopers neither.
No, they police.
Yeah.
They police.
Highwaymen. Robbers.
That's where they came from, highwaymen. Yeah.
Jackers, pretty much.
Slave patrol.
Yeah. And then,
so now they all gotta go. They going.
Yeah, they already they gone down here for sure. They gone where I'm at. And then I heard a couple other people that say, "Oh yeah, well the police ain't down here no more. Ain't no more police." And I was like, "Damn!" So this shit is really rolling out fast.